thought that came to my mind. People are trying to use negative reinforcement to try to get a positive result from people they're trying to coach. And I understand that sometimes you have to let people know where they're messing up, right? If someone says 1 plus 1 is 6, bro, it's not 6, it's 2. But to call a person the R word, moderation, call someone an idiot, an imbecile, it has its merits sometimes. I'm not even going to hold you. But the reality of the situation is a lot of people are suffering. Many people are suffering with vices that they can't control. Many people are suffering from a lack of impulse control. A lot of people are suffering from the fact that they aren't where they want to be in life. And to make the person feel worse about themselves, to get more money, to make them feel worse about themselves, to get more followers, it's not right. It's not righteous, considering that we're all on a journey, a path towards divinity. And when I say that, the path towards divinity means we're going to meet our creator. We're going to meet God, and God knows what we're doing, and he's going to judge between us on the day of judgment. So for anyone to sit like they're high and mighty, they've reached this divine state of flawlessness and perfection, and making someone feel like a piece of garbage because they haven't reached this enlightenment, that's not the true way of a master. It's not really that unconditional love that someone who is at that real state would exhibit. You understand people are suffering. One would understand people are suffering and alleviate that suffering, not through making them feel worse about themselves. It's about bringing that light from within that person out. It's about drawing the light out from the person, emanating your own light into that person and drawing it out. It's not, you're not going to draw light from somebody by putting them in the dark. Most people are already in a really dark place. As the guy said a couple years ago, the rent's too damn high, and hyperinflation. People are eating dogs and cats, allegedly, right? And people are looking for a source to alleviate that. They don't feel like they can do it of themselves. The ego itself is not able to alleviate the suffering that we feel. Like, the ego is the cause of your suffering. The ego is what you feel like you don't have enough. The ego is making you feel like you're better than others. So how is the ego going to alleviate that same suffering that it's putting you into? Your ego is not going to alleviate your suffering because the ego is what is making you suffer in the first place. So how do we alleviate this suffering? We work on being our best selves, not to get more pussy, not to get more money, because that's egotistical. But as they used to say for the Christmas Carol, right? Which is pagan, but whatever. Be good for goodness sake. God is good, God is perfect. So we be an embodiment of God, because God is within us. God is with us, right? As it says in the scriptures. I'm just going on this little talk real quick because I've noticed that a lot of people are using negative reinforcement to get engagement. They're using negative reinforcement to make people feel like shit, to get money. Oh, join my coaching. You're a loser. You're a bum. I was like, bro, that's not the truth. That's not the real path. If you really wanted to help people, guide them. Show them love, the unconditional love of Christ, that self-sacrifice. That's the real embodiment of the truth. And people may hate the truth. People may look at the truth as something that is not the truth, right? But we know in our heart that real love, when someone's almost down and out and someone gives them a couple dollars, or someone's down and out and they're on a phone call, someone's down and out ready to commit self-delete themselves, right? Moderation. Someone's going to delete themselves and they get that phone call from somebody to uplift their spirits when they could have been doing something else. This is the real embodiment of love. It's not about making people feel worse about themselves, man. It's just something that was on my mind to say real quick, because it's so annoying to see these gurus and these enlightened people making people feel like shit to get money. That's easy to do. That's easy to prey on people's insecurities to get money. It's easy to go on a pulpit and tell them something they want to hear, but are people really going to give the truth? All I'm going to say is be an embodiment of the truth. Be the light. Get the light within yourself, the light that comes from God, and spread that light. Spread that joy, that love. And you're going to get these things sometimes. You're going to be smiling, walking into work or walking around. People say, what the f are you smiling about, man? There's nothing to be smiling about. But you can tell them why you're smiling. You could tell them why you're happy. And that might brighten their day. Don't let people put you down for their own interests. Don't let the fear-mongering put you down so they can have control over you. You wake up, you thank God for the beautiful day, and keep it pushing. Keep working on being your best. I love you. God bless you and peace.